How's it going there, YouTube? Welcome back over to GamingHouse. And before I actually get into my video, in case you didn't read the title at all, I'm going to say it here for like the first 20 seconds. And this is a rant video, which means I'm going to be talking bad things. I'm going to be making fun of Battlefield Hardline beta. Not the actual game, because it's not out yet. I'm not getting it. Screw that noise. But again, I am making fun of it. So if you came here expecting to hear a whole bunch of good things and all that, or you write in the comments that, hey, you bashing Battlefield, me no like you. Well, I said it fucking like 4 or 5 times now. I don't know, I didn't pass math. I did, but, you know, sarcasm aside. So I played the beta, quote-unquote beta, by the way. I gotta also get this off my chest, because, you know, most of the game companies nowadays prefer to label their betas as fucking demos. So I played the Battlefield beta, quote-unquote demo or so, because you only got a month or so to fix things that are wrong or so with the one map or whatever they give us. And going into it, I had low expectations first off because I'm kind of done with the Battlefield series. And, you know, first off, you're probably saying, oh, if you don't Battlefield, why the fuck did you play the goddamn beta? Because I was bored, and House of Thieves and I felt like hurting ourselves psychologically and physically. I don't know. But anyway, low expectations, and those low expectations were fucking well met. And that's bad when low expectations are met. And also, going around YouTube, I'm rather shocked that some of the bigger names aren't mentioning some of the things that are wrong with this, probably because there might be less problems on the PC version. Again, this is the Xbox One version, Xbone, X1, whatever you want to call it. But there was only one guy that mentioned one of the things I'm going to bring up right now. And it was Jack Frags, by the way. He's the one that mentioned it in his video, but no one else mentions this in any of their videos. I have to go back and triple check, but none of them mention it, and that is the lack of destructibility in Battlefield. What sets Battlefield apart from Call of Duty? Class system, the fact that you drive vehicles, and destruction, where if you have campers and crap, you can just blow up the damn wall or building and you could kill them. So when you take that out, one of your key big 3 features or so, what is the goddamn point of not being called fucking Call of Duty Hardline? I'm going to use the Dust Bowl map. First off, yes, I did look into it, and it appears some maps are destructible, and others are just not. But I'm going to use, again, Dust Bowl as an example. Here is the entire motel area and such. Not destructible. Plain, flat-out motel goddamn drywall cannot be blown up by anything. And there's just flat-out no excuse for it. I believe there is an excuse that they have, but the other games could destroy stuff. The old Bad Company games, you could destroy the entire fucking playing field practically. And you're saying this game I can't blow up drywall on the map you give us in the beta for Conquest. I can't blow up drywall with explosives. Sniper rifles in this game. I never liked sniper rifles. I never liked the sniper rifle class, which would be recon, and, you know, this one they just call professional. Never liked them, personal opinion. I hate them. They're lone wolf classes. Fuck those guys. Don't like them. Ending commentary on that. The beta's definitely showing up a bunch of netcode shit and all that. I die instantaneously. I'm not registering the bullets that are hitting me. I've had people die several seconds later after walking around the corner. I've died several seconds later after walking around a corner. Fucking Battlefield 4 all over again! Getting into the last bit or so, at least for the ranting portion, things I'm not liking and all that, and this is kind of the big one, is the immersion of the game, slash the identity of the game, slash mix of realism and the actuality of the game, which is pretty much getting into the first backstory about personal life and etc. Father is a cop. Both House and I were actually in the Police Explorer program, which is essentially police cadets and all that. We go through actual police, I shouldn't say actual police training. We go through police training and all that. And that includes, at least for ours, it includes SWAT and crap. And I can tell you what fucking cops don't use. And you want to know what they don't use? Suppressors, explosives, incendiary devices, fucking parachutes. Why do cops have parachutes? that's the other thing I was going to mention. I was blanking out before, and that's the fact that goes for the argument of the Hardline being a reskin of 4, which it's not a true reskin, but you know, it's lazy. I don't want to call it lazy because they did put some work into it and game development and all that's fucking pain in the ass. But taking concepts and everything from Battlefield 4 and essentially putting it into this game due to laziness and all that. This game could have an identity of cops and robbers, but given how it plays, how everything works and functions, it's not. It's not cops and robbers. Cops don't use explosives. There is serial devices and all that, because guess what? That's a huge fucking lawsuit because he blew up half a goddamn building. Technically, also, they're not supposed to be going fully automatic, too. They definitely don't use vehicles that have mounted weapons on them. Except for maybe hoses and or possibly a grenade launcher, and that grenade launcher be loaded with tear gas and such, not explosive rounds. Criminals, they could use whatever the hell they want. They don't got rules to follow. They don't got to worry about someone suing their ass. They want to run around and all that with their explosives and parachutes because they've been watching one too many Hollywood movies and they have some kind of grand scheme. That's on them. But on the cops side of things, it's fucking laughable and definitely does not get me feeling like it's cops versus robbers. It's just people that look like cops versus people that look like robbers playing objectives that are stylized around cash and all that, or moving vehicles, etc., that are not cops and robbers. It's not cops and robbers. It's a fucking terrible thing. Did no one do any research on what cops actually do? Which is boring as shit, I understand, but for like game purposes you can make it work, but shit. Grenade launchers? No. So yeah, that's gonna end that part there. Equipment and all that, cops don't use. They don't use that shit. It really bugs the shit out of me. But now let's talk about things I actually liked. Switching gears here, because there are some things I actually like about the Hardline beta that, at least their elements and all that implemented that I wish were in other Battlefield games. And I'll start off with the asymmetrical guns, which the cops get. First off, everyone has some universal weapon. I believe, like, you know, the first weapon you have, the M4, the shotgun, and all, and there's a couple other ones. But other than that, like, I think about more than half the arsenal or so is. One's restricted to cops and the other's restricted to criminals, at least until you get a certain amount of kills and then you actually unlock the weapon for both sides, which I think is hella cool. I like the whole asymmetrical gun factor thing, because criminals using criminal weapons, cops using cop weapons. It fucking fits. It goes with that immersion that I mentioned earlier that is fucking lacking. And I would have liked it to see it in any of the other Battlefields. I'd like to have seen Russians using Russian fucking weapons, and fucking Americans using American weapons in Battlefield 4, Chinese using Chinese weapons. And I also, part of the thing that would probably alleviate the whole me bitching about the equipment and explosives and all is that they also went the same way, asymmetrical gadgets and all that, where criminals get to use explosives and cops would get fucked over. So balancing wise, that'd be a fucking terrible idea, but you see the point. Speaking of gadgets, the zip line and grappling hook, those things are tits. I love them. Getting on rooftops to flank people is so much easier now. And, well, sometimes. Half the time, it's, at least when I used it, it was facing the doorway, so someone was actually looking that way, and I'd probably die or so. But once a few times you get a drop on someone, it's fucking awesome. I also like how experience is now actually money, so you actually get to choose what weapons you actually want to get first, and the upgrades you get for them after you get enough kills and such. Some people, I've been hearing, apparently, that it's... I made that loud noise, my bad. It's too grindy, but I played fucking Destiny, and I still play fucking Destiny, so this is nowhere near as grindy as that. So they're off their fucking rocker. This first day, I played primarily as Enforcer class, and I bought the H car, which is like $36,000, and I also bought the FAL. Well, it's not called the FAL. It's the SAO 58, but it's made by FAL. Fun fact. I think I could be wrong there. But I bought those all the like one day I played for like a solid like several hours. So stick that up your pipe and smoke it, you people complain about grinding for cash. It's not that hard. Suck it up. Or go play Destiny or any other or any free-to-play game and then talk about grinding. Those are grinding. Oh god. Another great feature I like, which is funny because House and I had talked about this a few times back in past Battlefields, or at least with 4 definitely we talked about it a lot, is the match doesn't start right away. The match actually takes, what is it, almost a minute or so to actually start on its own. And we'll start countdowning to 10 seconds right away if 8 people on each side are ready up. But I like that because it gives the map time to load in all its textures and all that. And also in objective-based game modes, it allows one team not to be royally fucked right off the bat. You know, I'll use Rush for the example. We were primarily Rush players, and it'd be terrible rushing, either attacking or defending, where you go rush to an objective point and realize that you or only 2 other people are actually spawned and everyone else is still dicking around in their menus. And the entire enemy team is actually readied up and on the field and ready to come and kill you. But that's going to go ahead and end it here. I know I didn't mention everything. Again, disclaimer, this is all my personal opinion and all that. So if you were going to get Battlefield Hardline, you're probably still going to get Battlefield Hardline. If you're a guy that's been on the fence, kind of hoping, waiting to see it, how it turns out, of course you could download the beta. If you were hoping it would go back to its Battlefield routes, you know, blowing things up and etc., you're going to be disappointed. If you wanted it to be more like Call of Duty, then you're going to be somewhat happy. I mean, it's not as fast-paced as Duty, but they're still trying to be. So there's that. And as always, like, comment, all that. There's probably going to be a lot of angry comments. I should mentally prepare myself for this moment in time with, I don't know, some hot cocoa. But you're always welcome to come back over to GamingHouse for more gameplay and commentary. Or fight me in arguments, which I'm not fighting you.